I'm delayed. Oh my goodness. And OBS is doing nothing. There's no chat. There's no chat available. I'm over here on my channel in another account. Oh, there I am. Oh gosh. Oh, there I am. That's awful. Oh gosh. There I am. That's awful. That is really awful. Oh gosh. There I am. And if you find me, I can't get into chat. I'm using streaming software that's been a pain. And look at my little screen here. Oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to refresh. Oh my gosh. I can't make this crap up. I'm going to refresh. And it is so hot today. I can't make this crap up. I'm going to refresh. I got to turn the volume down in here. Wait. It is so hot today. I can't make this crap up. Okay. It's me in stereo with another computer over here, logged into another account. It says we're live, but I have no idea where the chat is. And I'm missing a button in my streaming software. Missing a button. Let's see if chat works over in YouTube. Since the streaming software's chat isn't there any longer. Okay. Well, if I feel like hanging out just in case somebody wants to join, but I can see there's like a delay. And I don't know how to reset that. I've been trying to get the camera in the studio to work with a live stream. And my wonderful YouTube manager, I hope he comes and watches this. Because he has been helpful, and there are a few videos out there that have been helpful, but I don't know what the delay is. It's like being an astronaut, you know, and sending video. Okay, and I'm logged in on a different computer under a different account. But what I see on my screen is delayed. They're both delayed, but at different times. So if anybody sees this and wants to join, it is a weird time though, time of day. So a lot of people are still at work because it is late afternoon. But it's like almost 5:15 Eastern time. So it would be fun if somebody clicked it. Let's see. I don't know where the link is to this. Here's one. I can maybe put it into, I'm going to have to email myself. Live stream link. Okay, and I'm going to have to, I can't post it in this account, but I can post it in this account. No, live stream link. Okay. So I'm going to go to the community settings of my channel and post a link. Sorry that this is so goofy, but that's why it's called a test. View your channel. You're going to hear me talk if I can stop it. Oh, no, it's showing the video. How lovely. I'm going to go to posts and say I'm testing a live stream right now, Tuesday, July 29th, 2025, around 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to join it and type a chat to help me test it, here is the link. Okay, I think that's it. Post. And it took a little freeze framey thing of me. So, let's see. Oh! Trisha, my platform, you mean the streaming software is OBS. That's what YouTube recommended, and it's free. So I wanted to test that because it's free. And I didn't know if live streaming was going to work with my Canon camera. I was told I needed to buy a capture card, but then my YouTube support manager told me, I don't think you do. I think all you need is your Canon camera, your Canon webcam software, but you need OBS and it's free. And I thought, you know what? I like free. Let's even see if people are coming here. Oh, it works. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Well, it's good to know because it's a little bit delayed. The other thing is, in the tutorials that I was watching, a really good one for beginners like me, after all of the setup in OBS, he got to a point where he clicked Manage Broadcast. It was a button that I saw there. And when I clicked it, I got a pop-up that said, well, your channel isn't enabled for live stream. And I thought, yeah, it is. The pop-up had a little link that took me right to my channel. Clicked it, went right to my channel, and my channel said, you're enabled for live stream. I'm like, okay, I gave me a false negative. So there was another way to connect my channel. So I disconnected it. I could connect it with this stream key, copy and paste. Great. So I did that. And then the Manage Broadcast button went away. Well, in his tutorial for Manage Broadcast, he could set up a bunch of things. He could make sure that the live stream was public. He could upload a thumbnail and do that kind of thing. And so the button was gone. So I just had to click live. Okay, it looks good. Good, and it sounds good. Good, I'm using my Rode Mini. The Rode Mini is pretty good. It's only like $100, so it's a great microphone. And I wanted to be in the studio because otherwise I'm in my office using a crummy little webcam, and I use that for other Zoom calls and stuff, but I didn't want to do that. If I'm going to do a live stream for my viewers, I want it to look nice and I want it to sound good. And so the next thing would be, if it works, to schedule a live stream. And I did that like in March, and then nobody could get on because I didn't have OBS. I didn't have streaming software. So apparently I need that. I can't just go through YouTube. So, oh, you're in Mississippi. So is Mississippi Eastern time? Gulfport, Mississippi. I don't know how delayed this is because I'm watching myself and it's like 30 seconds ago what I was saying. maybe even 45 seconds. Okay, we're all delayed. I did post something on community post just in case someone's scrolling through YouTube and YouTube chooses to show that post to somebody scrolling through. They might decide to join, but I appreciate Trisha coming on here. The thing is, I also don't know, because I know when you set up and schedule a live stream in YouTube, not in the streaming software, you can say whether you want the chat to be available to look at later, and the default is no. So you have to know to click that. So since it didn't present me with that option, I think, yeah. You joined my channel. No, I appreciate you being there and testing that with me. At least lets me know that people can get on. But I like to schedule them ahead of time, you know, and have at least a thumbnail and to say what we're going to talk about on the live stream. And I also want to know from people what they'd like me to talk about. So there are all kinds of topics, right? So osteoporosis, exercise, being 65. I know a lot of my viewers are around my age and a lot of my viewers are younger than I am and wonder what's ahead of them. Just, you know, body-wise and what, you know, skincare. Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about makeup that works? As so many makeup brands today have like eyeshadows that I'm not interested in because they're full of glitter. So, yeah. So this is, yeah, all new. All right, well, when it's just me, myself, and I talking, it's kind of hard. I wish that it was the kind of thing where we could let people talk, but that's not what YouTube is. It's not like Zoom where we can, you know, let you hear you audibly, but that would be fun if they ever added that someday. So Trisha, other than Cookie Dog 2010, Trisha, I think you're my only person who found me today. And let me see if I can find my other link here. Oh, it says Central Time. Okay, that just popped up. So you're in Central Time, Mississippi. You're probably at the edge of where Eastern Time is. I was talking to a guy in Indiana because Indiana used to be like the north part of Indiana for decades. In the summer it was Central Time and in the winter it was Eastern Time, and they never changed their time zone. And then they changed one year and I was late for a wedding for my godson because I didn't know they changed. But they're all Eastern, and somebody told me he thinks the line between Central Time and Eastern Time should be on the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. And I agreed, because I think of Ohio and Michigan and Indiana as being in the Midwest. So when I would travel over there for business, I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so early. It's already 8 o'clock, but it feels like it's 7. Oh yeah. Oh, you're one block from Gulf of America. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow. I remember going to Mississippi as a kid. I'm trying to think of what town we went to. I want to say they had, in the months before we were there, they had a hurricane. I don't know. We went to some resort of some type. But that must be fabulous to be close to the Gulf. Okay, well, I had nothing else to say. You think the chat is set up to be here when you are. I think the chat is set up. The chat is in YouTube, but I'm supposed to be able to be in OBS and use the chat in there. but it disappeared or something. I don't know. I might have closed it without realizing what I was doing. I'm a newbie. And yeah, watching myself not in real time in two different screens where I'm so delayed. It's really weird. Yeah, it seems like the chat is coming through timely though. So as long as you hear me answering, oh yeah, okay, you just wrote yes, life experience. Oh, it just disappeared. Where'd it go? You just posted some. Oh, you retracted it. Okay. I'm wondering if you're watching on your phone. Are you watching on your phone or a tablet or computer? I'm wondering again how delayed it is when I talk that you hear me. Let's see. I'm going to reply to Tracy. Oh, look at this. I can put users in timeout. I can hide a user. I can add a moderator. Oh, people were saying sometimes they get people coming into the chat on a live and they're just being mean to other people. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oh, what's 426? Oh, Candy. Hi, Candy. Again, I'm not sure how much time I'm delayed. Oh, Candy, I love Orange County, California. I had a friend who lived in Aliso Viejo. She lived there for a while. It was lovely. Trisha, are you watching? I'm going to ask Trisha a question on chat. Are you watching on your phone, tablet, or computer? Oh, Candy thinks she's hearing me with no delay. Okay, good. And Trisha, you can see the water right now from your home? Oh. Okay, on the iPhone. Yeah, is it tricky on a phone to type in the chat? Or is that pretty easy? Yes, Candy, it's about 2:30 your time. 2:30, yep. It's 4:30 Central. Oh, sound is perfect. Thank you. But what about typing chat into a phone? Is that a challenge? But is typing, when you type, you've got your phone and you're typing in the chat, is that kind of hard to do? New iPhone. I misspell stuff, even in text, so I just wondered if chat was even harder to get something right. Oh, it's not channel. Really? Oh, okay. Does it come up like on the side? Because I've only chatted on live streams on my computer because I'm a better typist that way. Oh, Candy. Candy, are you on your phone as well? Yes. Okay. I was going to pull it up, but I don't know if that would mess something up. If it knows it's me logging in. Anyway. And I was in the middle doing this. I was in the middle of watching an interview that Amy Poehler did on her YouTube channel with Leanne Morgan, who is a hilarious stand-up comedian who I'd been watching for several years when some clubs put her sets on YouTube. She's so funny, and she's about 50, 55, has grown, just very, very funny, and she's from Tennessee. And now she has a sitcom that's on Netflix. And Amy Poehler did an interview with her. And the two of them together are just hilarious. So if you want something funny. Okay. And Candy has a Samsung. Yeah, I just wondered how easy YouTube makes for chatting. Well, since there are two of you here, before I just cut off this test, why don't you tell me, if I do lives in the future, I was hoping to do one a week. The thing is, the time it would take to do a live, as long as I get the technical part right, there's just some prep work, for the topic, but then there's no editing. The editing, I filmed a video this morning, a regular one, and the editing takes hours. So I thought this would be a good way to connect with my subscribers, or anybody, even if they don't subscribe, and cut out that editing time. So what are some topics that the two of you would like me to address in a live stream in the future? Okay, Candy says osteoporosis videos. My next challenge would be to get Dr. Shostak on. I might have to use a different streaming software, though, that costs money. So, but it would be great to have her on as well to answer your questions live. How about Trisha? Bottom of screen, Trisha says. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Is that where the chat is? Is that what you're saying? I'm going to pull up my phone anyway. Let's see. If I pull up my channel and I go to live, I can pull it up myself. I just don't want the audio. It's not letting it's not letting me do it. Oh, that's hilarious. It's not letting me pull up my own video. Side. Oh, at the bottom. I can't pull up my own video on here. Isn't that funny? Okay, let me see if I can pull it up from my link. Oh, now I'm going to get an ad. Of course I'm going to get an ad on my own channel. Okay, there it is. Oh, I see. It's below. Got it. Okay. From my phone. my phone. Here's a chat from my phone. Okay, great. Easier than Telegram, yeah. Yeah, I had to give up on Telegram. So Trisha, is there any topic in the future when I do live streams, I get all the technical stuff done, that you would like me to cover? I still wonder if I'm delayed. Because what I'm doing isn't matching what I'm doing in here in the phone. That's me like 30 seconds ago, or 40, even 40 seconds ago. Okay, Candy's waiting too. But Trisha, did you hear my question? I wondered, if there are any topics. Okay, I'm going to type in here instead. Topics you'd like for me to cover in future real live streams. Okay. Oh, and Mary. Hi, Mary from sunny California. I'm just testing and wondered if anybody would join. And yeah, it's been a real screwy afternoon getting my streaming software. What is the crown number to me? I don't know. The number 1 and the number 2. Trisha was the first to chat, and Candy was the second one to add chat. But I've never seen that before, and I don't know what the crown means. Oh, at the top of the chat, it says top fans. It's decided you're a top fan, and I don't know what the criteria is for that. Interesting. Could be, yeah, I don't know. So the first time Trisha commented, she didn't have the crown and the number 1, but the second time she commented, it added the crown and the number 1. Interesting. And the first time Candy commented, it didn't add the crown or the number 2, but the second time Candy commented, she got the crown and the number 2. Interesting. Oh, Mary, you got a crown. Now you do. You're number 3. You're number 3. Yeah. I guess it's like an emoji, kind of rewarding people with emojis for posting a comment. Let's see. Candy likes my easy exercises. That might be kind of hard in a live. Yeah, crowns. Yeah, who knows? There are so many younger people on YouTube, of course. Everybody's younger than I am. And they love emojis. So if they join a channel for like 99 cents a month where there's a membership, they love having the emojis. And I'm like, you know what? People my age don't care about emojis. Yeah. I don't know. So in my screen, let me see if it's the same in my other account here. In my screen as the host, it tells me that the little crown means top fans. But I do have another YouTube, like another Google account, so I have a second computer here. That way I can make sure people can get on, unlike the last time when no one could get on. But it said I was live. Yeah, so I don't know what it means. But it's a YouTube thing. So, oh, Mary wants to know about my CMC joint replacement. It's good. I need to exercise it sometimes because the only things I have a hard time with are pinching. So, like with a skirt hanger where there are those spring-loaded pinchy things to hold the skirt, I have a hard time pressing that. So it would help if I did some occupational therapy exercises. Also, anything that needs a grip, I have pliers. I have 3 pairs of pliers in my house. One is in my studio to work with the tripod, because there are 2 settings on the tripod that I can't get tight enough, and once I do get them tight enough with the pliers, I can't loosen them without the pliers. So here in the kitchen and in the toolbox, I have pliers. So that's the first thing I went out and bought 2 more pairs of. And these are really handy, but it doesn't hurt. And it does look weird, but you know, as long as it doesn't hurt. And then I haven't had this one done yet. It doesn't hurt too bad, but I did move, so I'm not even near my surgeon and all my great occupational therapists, and I'd have to find somebody else. So, but I could do that. I would just need a little bit of help, and because you know you can't drive yourself. But now I'm on Medicare, so it's easy to meet the deductible because this year is only $257. Yeah, opening jams is opening jars, big jars. So I learned from Rachel Ray a long time ago to take a jar, turn it upside down, and bang the lid on the counter maybe once or twice, and then get one of those rubber jar opener grippy things, and then I can open jars just fine. But yeah, it's sometimes if a lamp switch is kind of tight, I can have a hard time with that. A couple of my lamps, I brought them in to be repaired with a new switch just because it shouldn't be hard to operate. Oh, you meant jars. Yeah. Yeah. So did you have the surgery or are you waiting to have it, Mary? Yes, you had the surgery. On both hands or one hand? Left. Okay. Yep. And I guess you're right-handed. Left hand only. Okay. Okay. Yep. Me too. Thinking, oh, when I have to have the right hand done, that should be interesting. So, you know, people say, how do you drive? I'm like, I was driving the next day. It's not a problem. Of course, it was my left hand, so I could do gears and everything with the right, but I was able to type and, you know, just got better over time. I feel sorry for the people who are in pain because I didn't have much pain. I took the prescription pain meds the day of, the first night, the next day somewhat, and the second night. And then I only took it at night for maybe 2 more nights, but during the day I switched to Tylenol or some over-the-counter, something light. And then I just stopped taking the prescription meds completely. But some people are in so much pain. And I tell them it's your doctor's job and your occupational therapist's job to get you out of pain. That's their job. Get you out of pain and get your hand working, doing all the things you normally do. All the things in the house and hobbies that you like. I took up playing the ukulele. I haven't played it in 3 years, but I did take it up. So I did learn to play that. So if you knit, if you crochet, if you play an instrument, you should be able to get back to that. And that is their job. And when I have people tell me that their surgeon doesn't work with an occupational therapist at all, or send them to one, I told my surgeon that, and I said, and he was shocked. And I said, you know, when you have the opportunity to write a white paper for your colleagues across the U.S. or to speak at an event with your colleagues, other hand surgeons, I think you need to talk about this. Because he said that his team, they had 7 hand surgeons at this particular facility, and he said they consider the occupational therapy group to be an essential piece of the whole process for patients to get completely well. The surgery isn't enough. You have to have that OT. And I agree, it was amazing. So I think he needs to teach his colleagues around the country that you need to, if you don't have anybody in your office who can do this, then you need to find somebody locally who you can send your patients to. So, yeah. Oh, you're going to do the right one sooner. What can you do to tighten up the facial muscles? Oh my gosh. Well, I have some devices that I've used, and I have a couple more that I'm testing now that I really like, and I need to do videos on those that kind of help a lot here. Yeah, Tricia says there are exercises you can do. Really? I did some of those when I was about 40 or 41, and they didn't seem to do anything. So between the diet change, a few of the at-home devices, and the skincare products I've been happy with those. And I recently saw some videos of me that I did a few years ago, and I thought, wait a minute, I had more lines around my eyes. This is like, now it's 2025. This was maybe 2015 or 2017. And this eye, my right eye, was starting to look more hooded. So with some of the devices and skincare products, I think they've really helped. So I'm going to be doing a video about that and showing those old videos about the Zip device, which I think is really great because it stimulates collagen over time, and I use it about 4 nights a week, and then the other 3 nights I'm doing different things. So one night I will do a microneedling and then use certain products afterward, and another one I use something that has more electromagnetic kind of laser on my face. So I'll be doing that. If you go to YouTube and just type in facial exercises, I think you can find them, or face tightening exercises or facial muscle tightening exercises. I think you'll find some of those that will show you how to do that if you want to give that a try. Okay, well, thank you for joining and testing this with me. I really appreciate it, and I'm going to end the stream now, but if you think of topics you'd like me to cover in future live streams, if you want to send me an email to glory@gloryb-tv.com, or come on a video and pop in a comment and just say, hey, I was on your live stream, or even on this live stream, because who knows when it comes on. Hopefully I'll be able to edit it, but I think it'll open up comments once I end it and it processes itself and it's live. I think that's how it works. How long is the live chat going to be in the future? I'm thinking that future videos will maybe be between 30 minutes and an hour, and I'd probably do them in the evening and, do them on different, I don't know. Some people do them on the same night every week, and some people switch up the nights so that different people can join them. But yeah, somewhere between 30 and 60 minutes. I think the idea is, you know, to get as many people to be able to join as possible, but then afterward that people can go back and watch it. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining and seeing this. I never know. YouTube has not been showing my videos to my own subscribers. I have 140,000 subscribers, and they don't show my videos to people very much. Not in the numbers that they should. So the fact that you saw this, you came on YouTube and you saw this and clicked it, I really appreciate it because it helped me a lot. All right. So I think to end this, I just click end stream. And yeah, love you too, Mary. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I wish I could hear you guys. I'm actually an introvert who seems like an extrovert, but I miss being around people. I like being around crowds, which is kind of weird for an introvert. I like to hear people. I like to interact. So yeah, thanks, Candy. Oh, in the hand. You guys are probably more advanced on this live chat stuff than I even am. So, all right. Thank you. Have a good evening.